Conference of the Parties, Baku, Azerbaijan update. The latest news is developing countries are fighting with Europe. Essentially, the carbon border adjustment mechanism which Europe unilaterally is imposing on the developing countries, emerging economies, is not accepted by India or China or rest of the developing economies. They want to say this will harm the overall economic momentum, incremental engine of the productivity for their economies. Now, UN has to respond. The subsidies is the next contentious issue. Nearly 6.7% of the global GDP is subsidies, running into 7 trillion. It's a $1 trillion question, as they say. It is imposing a lot of problem for air pollution. So essentially, the challenge remains, if you start subsidizing fossil fuels, this is going to create more usage of fossil fuels, not even transition. And that's the stand many of the countries are taking. So there is a consensus on this issue. It is going to be contentious in terms of those countries who are subsidizing the fossil fuels. Otherwise, there is no level playing field. That's what the other countries, those who are victimized, are arguing. Methane is the next issue. That is, United Nations now is really requesting the rest of the participating countries, please make sure that don't do a lip service, fulfill your obligation as per the pledge you made in 2020. Before 2030, you are supposed to have reduction in the methane. Turkmenistan had 400 leaks, plumes. And again, when it comes to United States, 178 leaks. So essentially, these are not healthy. The methane carbon emission in 10 years' time is 80% more than the carbon dioxide impact. The impact is huge in the space of 10 years if you take it as a measurement tool. As a whole, if you look at it, this Conference of the Party, COP29, is under stress. Many vibrant leaders of big countries, United States or China or India, have not attended at its highest level. And we are also having the format being questioned right from the United Nations ex-Secretary General, my good friend Ban Ki-moon, and Christina, who was holding the Conference of the Parties on behalf of the United Nations. Now, the whole format has to be changed. Leaders are not attending. Now they are saying, come for a commitment fulfillment, not for pledging. Promising and not delivering is not the right attitude. Global leaders should focus on this issue, which is endangering the solvency of the planet, and the future generation is at stake. Let us recognize the seriousness of it. This is the issue in this earth today. Let's focus. That's the message.